team by way of Canada versus Ethan Thomas, Sydney West's very own, out of Australia, MMA fighter and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor. Ethan Crelinsten has been a staple competitor in this division.
Yeah, multiple-time trials champion for Crelinsten. Thomas winning his first trials in his bid to 2024 championships today. Heavy on the head here from Crelinsten. Winner taking on the winner of Diego Pato and Ashley Williams.
Oh, Thomas, beautiful shot, brings Crelinsten down to his hip.
Oh, look at this, turning over, staying connected there, and Crelinsten will end up butterflied, looking to elevate here. Thomas. Thomas staying tight on the head, trying to pass that knee across. Front head here for Thomas.
Crelinsten scooping underneath, looking to control that leg in this, what a lot of people call the dogfight position. Still having to respond to this interesting head control by Ethan Thomas.
Yeah, in wrestling, we call this a Merkle. Now, Ethan was able to extract his leg out from there, but when you have your leg hooked to the inside, now he's figure four'd off on this leg is Crelinsten. Double unders here for Thomas. His leg is still caught. Crelinsten kind of hops his body over. That might have just kind of allowed that pass to happen a little better. See Thomas
Look
trying
at the
to
strength of Crelinsten.
Crelinsten hopped
Crazy
up.
scrambles.
Yeah, that was wild.
And only 2 minutes have elapsed thus far.
Yeah, that was a lot of movement for the first 2 minutes here. Level change here from Thomas. The Australian and the Canadian here. Grabs that single. Very good sprawl from Thomas. Staying in that tie clinch. This will be the last match of our round of 16. And then we got to figure out our quarterfinals coming up next and who's going to go on to day 2.
A lot on the line in this next round of competition. Remember, at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time projected. We also have the capstone matchup of the first day of ADCC competition.
Wow, body lock. It looks to just, let's see if he steps in front, he shoot to that power twist. If he steps that leg in front, he'll be looking to power twist him over the top. And Thomas, again, just great awareness, and he'll end up as the top player here. Shielded off. Crelinsten looks to put that foot to the other side. Scooped off. Looking to K-guard, it looks like. Thomas. And that's what Crelinsten wants. He needs to get a bit of space so he can get that leg across. Thomas, is he scooped with that right hand? Or now he's just in on the hip. Oh, he's weaved.
Oh, now Ethan looking for an opportunity to invert underneath and possibly scrounge up a leg entanglement of his own.
See him trying to cross post, but again, Thomas, very good job of negating. Staying on the feet now, trying to drop that right leg over. Crelinsten looking to build height here.
Look at this, Ethan Thomas, and on a guillotine.
See Crelinsten trying to clear here.
Well, it looks like it could be problematic.
Yeah, shakes his hips a bit, able to get that head free, and now we are 20 seconds to points with Crelinsten inside the close guard of Thomas. Crelinsten, multiple-time ADCC veteran. Thomas looking to K off himself. Even though he's not scooped under the leg, he's kind of just hanging it over top. Crelinsten sprawling that leg back, piercing that left knee through. Bailey heave it off to the inside. Crelinsten, pressure on that top hip, getting his head over top, kind of camping out in this position, making Thomas carry this weight.
Thomas trying to get an elevation, scoop his hips underneath, but Crelinsten using that left leg as sort of a brace to prevent scooping underneath and getting more leverage.
Yeah, and as long as he keeps weight over top of the knee of Thomas, like now you're making Thomas have to elevate you laterally with that leg, and that's just very, very difficult. Not good on your knee. He's clamped underneath the head, so you're looking at that type of resistance as well. And there it is, built tight, scooped up. They'll end up back on the feet with 4 minutes to go. So now they can't pull. This will be interesting here, Jake.
Well, it seems as though the greater deal of wrestling success has come from Ethan Thomas, at least in this match, but Ethan Crelinsten is so well-rounded. And looking for this single leg continually is Crelinsten. B team, a room full of absolute warriors, competitive in all areas of our sport.
Again, tie clinched. There's feints. They're drawing Crelinsten. Oh, look at this. Crelinsten right into the body lock.
And immediately Thomas sinking his hips very low.
Good job shelving that leg by Crelinsten, but keeping that whizzer very tight. Crelinsten looking to sneak into a leg here.
Oh, and looking for the back. One hook in.
Wow. He power halves him off to the side. He might be able to sneak that secondary hook in. You see him keeping that left arm. Now that's all the way through here. He does have to watch like a full Nelson type situation where both shoulders are trapped, but he looks okay now. But he's got 2 minutes, 40 seconds to try to insert this second hook and get a score. And you know that Thomas is gonna be so over-focused on keeping that right leg of Crelinsten from entering in as a hook. Pushes it, trying to push it back out. His hips are turned here, so this is kind of an awkward angle. Now here's the thing though, if he ends up in mount, he's gonna get the mount point. So yeah, honestly, Thomas has to stay on his side here.
Precarious position for the Australian.
But if Crelinsten can make him turn one way or the other and get chest to chest or chest to back, keeping the connection of the feet, he can score those back points. You see him physically with his hand trying to pull that wrist up. Oh, and he's gonna get the position. Very nice, good patience from Crelinsten, and it's gonna earn him the 3 points from the back here.
A clutch 3 points
with
just a
short
minute 45
time, too.
Yeah, minute
short
45
time
to go in the match, and Ethan Crelinsten finds the body triangle. Gotta think, barring Ethan Thomas blitzing out of here and making a submission happen in borderline miraculous fashion, Ethan Crelinsten will punch his ticket to our quarterfinals.
Yeah, and he's a minute to go here again. Thomas would have to get out of this position, then be able to make a score here from this position, which would be incredibly difficult, especially on somebody like Crelinsten. And again, he's wrapped underneath with both arms. Thomas trying to turn through. Now, here's the thing, if Thomas were to turn through and give up the mount, Crelinsten would score again from there.
30 seconds to go.
And you see how he's sitting on his side here, so it's kind of that in-between area where you're not mounted, you're not on the back. And with 10 seconds to go, we're gonna see Ethan Crelinsten and Diego Pato in the quarterfinals, Jake.
A lot of eyes on Pato, a lot of eyes on Crelinsten always, and now we will see them in the quarterfinal as Crelinsten puts together a clutch 3 points in what was a very competitive match here at the ADCC.